Welcome to When It Begins at Home. Glad you're with us for a new week. And actually, a little announcement here. This is going to be our last week. Not even a full week. Going to be our last partial week. We're going to go a couple days this week in the, third quarter of the year. And Q4, our season is going to be over for 2025 with our podcast, which is a little bit of an abrupt announcement here. But I've been rethinking this thing, and I'm excited about some of the stuff that we've got coming in 2026. But I got a couple more episodes for you here today as we finish out the quarter. And in the spirit of finishing out the quarter, I want to do two things. So today I want to reflect a little bit on my weekend, and then tomorrow I'm going to give you just a little bit of a reminder going into these next few months. I guess we'll have 3 months left, fourth quarter. And I want to just encourage you to do a couple things I think will be helpful for you tomorrow as we sort of land the show. I was looking back. We've done now, I guess we've been going since May here with this season, and we're over 100 episodes now and thousands of downloads. It's been so much fun. But we're gonna retool some things, which is gonna be cool. And I want to encourage you to be thinking about your next year, what you need to do to retool. If you're looking to do some planning, I hope you'll go back and check those episodes out we had last week. I want you to start with a plan as you go into the new year, and you've got these next couple months to really think through your plan. But I want to reflect a little bit on again, the weekend was great. We had some grandkids with us. A couple of our granddaughters were visiting, and then we ended up seeing grandsons, and then another couple of granddaughters came. We had I think we may have seen them all this weekend. It was crazy, all 9 of them. So it was a lot of fun getting to hang out with them in the last few days. But then I also yesterday on Sunday got to watch a little bit of Ryder Cup. That was cool. I say it was cool. It was cool, I guess, if you're from Europe. They won the cup. But there was a couple of things that as I watched that unfold yesterday that I think really could help us as we think about the end of our year. And my sister, shout out to Rana, she always says start strong and stay strong. She's a trainer, and so she's always thinking about us doing life where we can be strong and fit to lead. And I think it's a good motto to start strong, stay strong. And as I watched that tournament yesterday, I don't know if you saw it or not. You probably don't follow golf on TV. It's good nap. It's for your Sunday afternoon nap if you're watching it. But the thing had started on Friday, went a couple of days, and the European team had just I guess it was an insurmountable lead. It was no team had ever come back from being 7 points down going into last. You can look scoring up if you're interested in that. But the U.S. team yesterday came out, and they fought really hard and won several matches. In fact, Europe only won one match yesterday, and it looked like for a second there at the end that we might have a chance, and it was crazy. But a couple of things that came through as I was watching that. One of them was just the power of resilience. It was even when they didn't have anything to play for, so to speak, they still realized we're representing our country, and we're going to go out, we're going to do our very best. And I thought that was kind of cool that the U.S. squad, they had a really good day yesterday. And the thing, I guess you could say, was lost the first couple of days. And really that was the European strength. The first 2 days, their teamwork was huge. And so today, as I was thinking about our podcast, as I watched that yesterday, or watched it really a couple of days over the weekend between grandbabies, I actually had the granddaughters even watching a little bit of it with me. It was kind of cool. It got me to thinking about these two ideas. The first one is this idea of never giving up. It's are we willing to stay strong even in the face of adversity when things don't look good? And I'm guessing some of you are listening today, and you got stuff in your life right now that's really hard. You got places in you even think about your work life or your family life, or the years kind of we're in the middle of the second half, so to speak, of the year. And I just blinked, and September's gone now, and I'm thinking, what in the world's going on? And I've got these places that I'm pushing on some stuff, and it'd be really easy to just go, I give up. I don't even want to do this. And the podcast is not one of those. I really do want to do that, but we're gonna make a change, which is gonna be cool. So I'm excited about that, and I'll tell you more about that as we get to the new year. But I think this idea of never giving up, starting strong and staying strong is huge. And so what is that place in your life or your leadership right now, your family life, your relationships, emotionally, financially, physically? There's still time here. We've talked about that a little over the last few weeks. There's still time to push hard on something. And you may think you're behind on the scoreboard, but what I found is when we do the right thing, it is cumulative over time. It's like this big deposit we just keep putting in this bank account of our lives. And when we do that, we can draw off of it later. So I think that's really important. And then the second thing I would say is not only is resilience important, but I think your wingman is important as well. Who's by your side? Who's helping you do what you're trying to do? Like our Lead Everyday team, some of you know I have a company called Lead Everyday and a team of folks, and Mark Miller and I have that we got a leadership team in that. We spent 4 days together last week just really thinking about the new year and some of the things we're trying to do on the work side. But I'm doing that as well on in my family life. My wife and I were spending some time together thinking about that. We got a trip planned and all kind of cool stuff that we're dreaming about. And I want to encourage you to think about the people around your life. Somebody told me one time that our lives are an average of the 5 people that are closest to us. Do you have people that are close to you? As well, I was watching those European guys, it seemed to me like they just had this brotherhood going on and this teamwork going on the 2 days that they won the Ryder Cup, really Friday and Saturday. Those were the team matches, and they had a partner every one of those matches, and they just dominated the American matches. And it made me remember, we're a little bit more individualistic here in the U.S. if we're not careful. More, the resilience message resonates with us, and we think we can do it all on our own. And I want to just challenge you to make sure you've got the right people around your life. Who do you need to help you? Who are you fighting for? Might be the way you think about that. And you'd think, Europe's fighting for a continent. They got several countries that made up that team that they had. And here we are, just one big, individual team, or one big individual continent. But it looked to me like on the first couple of days, we had a lot of individual kind of struggles, and guys weren't really picking each other up the way that European team did. And it made me start thinking, like, who do you have around your life? And I'm so thankful I've got some people around my life that are there to help me. They're there to be a part of what we're doing. And I think that's so important. So I just want to remind you that if you're going to get to where you want to go, you're going to need some people to help you get there. So at home, do you have the right people encouraging you? Do you have the right people that you can spend time with, that you can learn from? Maybe some mentors, coaches, friends, whatever. And it's people that you look up to. And I've got that. And that's been so important. And so I just want to encourage you to start strong, stay strong here these next 3 months. I'm going to give you, again, one more day tomorrow before we land the season. But I think it's so important that we put our foot on the gas here and do our very best work in the last half. And I think we'll do that, or in the fourth quarter, really. Think we'll do that. We'll be proud of that. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that without some people around our lives. So make sure you got the right people and you got the right grit going on. If you'll do that, I think you're going to get where you want to go. Pick that out. Let's apply some of that today, and let's watch what happens. I think some really cool things are going to be on the way. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to share with you 2 things I think they're key to winning at home. They're going to, again, I think they'll carry you the rest of the year, and we're going to get to a fun place as we begin 2026. It's going to be cool. All right, season's almost over. Keep hanging in there. Love you guys. Thanks for sharing the word with the people around you about the podcast. It's going to give you an opportunity to maybe catch up on some episodes you've missed. If you're struggling with that planning, or reminder, just go back and check out last week's stuff. Hey, we'll be back with you tomorrow. Remember, winning begins at home.